So in today's video we are going to be talking about things you should actually do when you're bored. I know there was like a flood of these types of videos in the beginning of quarantine and everything, and I would watch a few of them because I thought I was gonna be bored, but like honestly, fact of the matter was I really wasn't that bored during quarantine because of school. I was still having my college classes and everything and doing YouTube on top of that, so I didn't really have the time to be bored. But I did make a list of things that I did want to do as soon as I was done with classes, and things that I think you should actually do when you're bored, especially if you have time. I definitely think you should do some of these things. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so the first thing on my list, which is something that I think everyone should do, or maybe you haven't done this yet, but I'm reminding you, which is clean your closet. So cleaning out your closet is like someone's always automatic first thing to do when you're bored and have time, because your closet is so easy to accumulate a lot of clothes and things that you don't even wear anymore. So if you want to get rid of that and start having a closet full of clothes that you actually will wear, it'll make your life feel a lot more put together once you actually declutter like all of that stuff. So that's my first thing on my list. The second thing you should do is color coordinate your closet. So this was one of the first things that I did after I like had everything that I wanted to keep. I just started to color coordinate just so everything looked a lot more organized and it was easier to find certain clothes. So I would definitely color coordinate your closet, especially if you're bored. It's just something really quickly to do and something you can do while listening to a podcast and stuff like that. So I would recommend that as well. And then after you've separated clothes that you want to keep and clothes that you want to give away, I would start a Poshmark and start uploading items to Poshmark. This is something that I did recently. I started this like a few weeks ago, maybe last month, and I was like, okay, I've been thinking about starting a Poshmark for a while now, and I haven't, but after cleaning out my closet and having like tons of clothes that I wanted to get rid of, I decided to start my Poshmark and upload some clothes, and it has been really successful. Like I've uploaded a lot of stuff and most of it got sold, so it's like an extra amount of money that I didn't know I could have. And I normally just give away my clothes to Goodwill, but adding on Poshmark is a great way too to earn a little bit extra money, especially because people always say like your trash is another person's treasure, so might as well give it to someone who actually wants it. So yeah, I would definitely start a Poshmark, and I will link down my Poshmark down below if you guys are interested and want to shop that. The next thing on my list is to create a vision board. So I highly recommend creating vision boards. They're really something that you can definitely do, especially when you're bored, because you can just do it on your computer. I've seen people who do like physical ones with getting like a poster board and cutting out magazines and stuff, but I don't know, I don't like that method because I feel like going through magazines, like you're trying to find anything that would like look good on the vision board, and it ends up becoming more of a mood board. So what I do is just go on Google Slides, or you can even do this on Canva. This was before I used Canva, but I would just like use a huge slide and put like the color of the background, and then I would add pictures on Google or whatever of things that I want to accomplish and things that I see in my future. So whatever was like my 5-year goals, I would think of all those things and then look up pictures and put them on that vision board, and so that way it always reminds me of what my goals and visions are for the future and just helps motivate me. So I would definitely recommend creating like a digital vision board. And then along with this would be writing down your goals. So I think writing down your goals is something that everyone should do. I like writing these down in my notes, so that way I keep them with me forever. Like I've had goals in my notes that I've kept for years, and after seeing that I've met them or completed them has been such a rewarding feeling. So I would start creating a goals list like in your phone, in your notes app, and just keep track of them and everything, and it's something really easy that you can do. The next thing you should do is clean your makeup brushes. This is something that I did a couple weeks ago, and I was like, thank God I finally am doing it, because it's literally been so long since I have actually taken the time to clean my makeup brushes, and the process is like not even hard. It's really easy to do it. Throw on a podcast or whatever, or a TV show, and just clean them. My process and method of doing them is I always get like a glass plate. I put half of it as soap and half of it as extra virgin olive oil, and then I put my brush in there, rinse it out underneath the sink, and then dry them. So yeah, that's something that if you're bored right now, you should definitely go wash your makeup brushes after this, because those need to get cleaned really often, and a lot of times it's like not in our main priority to clean them. So definitely make sure you clean your makeup brushes. Another thing is to throw away your old and expired makeup. So this was actually really fun for me to do like a couple weeks ago. I went through all of my makeup and everything and started going through all of it and throwing out stuff that was really old and expired and stuff that I quite frankly never used, because there was like a phase that I had where in high school I was buying so much makeup. Any money that I had went to makeup, and just a lot of it I don't even use anymore and it's expired. It was just sitting in my makeup bags and drawers, and I was like, okay, I just need to throw this in the trash. So if that's you, definitely start cleaning out all your makeup and getting rid of the stuff that is old and expired. Another thing you should definitely do is start creating a resume and cover letter if you don't already. So I would just recommend starting it now, just so that you have it ready when you apply for a job or whatever business you're looking to apply to eventually or whatnot. Like, I'm studying to be a teacher, so I started to create a resume of all of my experience and everything and throw that on a piece of paper. That way, when the time actually comes when I do apply for a job, probably like next year, whatever, that's pretty much all done and I will just have to tweak it later on. But that is definitely something that you should do, especially if you're in college as well. So I actually discovered using Canva for resumes, and they have so many resume templates that you can use that are super nice and great quality. So just found one and then tweaked it to my own like style, and definitely wouldn't have had the time to do it in any other time when you're busy. So when you have time and aren't working or whatever, take that time to create a resume and a cover letter, or even if you have a job now, presenting what you applied with onto a better format for the future is definitely something I recommend. And then similar to that would be starting a LinkedIn or updating your LinkedIn if you haven't already. So LinkedIn is your best friend in college or post-college, because it's a great way to network and find new jobs. And if you want to make yourself look appealing based on your experience, you want to make sure you've taken the time and spent it adding everything you've done onto LinkedIn. So that's what I really like LinkedIn for, is because I can kind of put everything I've done onto LinkedIn, even if I have like separate categories. So like I have like this education side to me, but I also have this like digital creator side to me, or content creator. So both of these types of careers stuff wouldn't go onto one resume if I was applying for a job in either field, for example. So having everything on LinkedIn is a great way to kind of organize all of my experience. So say I was applying for a social media job, I have all that experience on LinkedIn that I can put onto a resume, and vice versa. So definitely start your LinkedIn or update it. That's what I did the past month, is like update it and add more things onto there. So just like fill it up with all your experience. The next thing I think you should do is create collages for backgrounds. So this is something I did on Canva. I made one for my laptop screen. If I have a picture, I'll put it up here, but I got a lot of questions on how I made it when I posted it in a video. So I made it on Canva, and it was actually super easy to make. So I recommend, if you have the time to, just to create like, it kind of is like a mood board of whatever style or colors you want for your laptop. And if you're really bored, you can literally make so many, and it's actually really fun like searching for those pictures. Like I went on Tumblr and Pinterest, gathered all those images and put them on, and it was a fun relaxer and something fun to do, and I got to create collages for backgrounds. The next thing you should do is clean out your YouTube subscriptions. So I did this last month also, and it was something that I was way overdue doing, because I've had my channel for so long, and I subscribed to people that I don't even watch, like years ago, that maybe I subscribed to them after one video and never watched any video of theirs after that. And every time it came up in my subscription box, I never clicked on it. So I just would recommend going through your subscription box and videos that you haven't watched recently, or people you don't even recognize. Just start cleaning that out and unsubscribing. That way your subscription box is a lot cleaner with videos and people you actually want to watch. The next thing you should do is make boards on Pinterest. So go on Pinterest if you're bored, make some boards, go through your images and just create different categories that way. I definitely need to go through the ones that I've had. I've had mine for years also, and a lot of the boards that I have aren't really specific. That's something that I definitely want to do. Also, is kind of go through my Pinterest and create new boards and stuff. And this is something that I definitely want to eventually do another time where I am bored, is to plan out outfits, especially now since a lot of us aren't going out or doing things. I think it would be fun to plan out outfits with clothes that I have in my closet. So kind of like put things together, take pictures of them, and then later on when I have an opportunity, I have outfits planned, so I'm not like I have nothing to wear. I can just go through my images and just start putting different outfits together. I feel like for me, I always like create outfits in my head with clothes that I have, and then I forget about them. So just like having pictures of those outfits that I already planned would be a lot easier. So this is something that I think you guys should definitely all do as well. All right, we're almost done, but another thing you should do is take personality tests. So either the Myers-Briggs or Enneagram. I'm actually a huge fan of the Enneagram because I relate to it so much. So I'm a type 4, so let me know what type you guys are if you guys have taken your Enneagram. And then the Myers-Briggs, I'm an INFJ. So yeah, those are really fun, especially if you have the time to go through and take those tests and see what personality type you are and kind of learn more about it and discover new things about yourself. So I would definitely do those. And then my last thing, which I should have mentioned with the whole cleaning out your subscriptions, is also to clean out like your Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. So this was something that I did too when I was bored. I was like, I haven't done this in so long, so I kind of just cleaned that out with people that I don't follow anymore. I was like, how did I even be friends with you? I'm like, I don't even know who you are. So just clean that out too, declutter like everything, and you'll feel a lot more organized afterwards too. So yeah, those are things that I think you should actually do when you're bored. I think there's like about 15, but yeah, I've seen videos where they like list 100 things that you should do or whatnot, and I'm like, okay, I'm not actually gonna do these things. So I wanted to create a list that would actually be really productive for you guys and things you should actually do when you're bored and have the time, so it will be beneficial, and things that you may not actually think about to do when you're bored. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys!